24 hours in a day. I know you think you know where I'm going with this. 24 hours a day. How much can you pack in? How much can you do? How can you change your life? How do you use it wisely? It's not where I'm going today with that. 24 hours in a day. You will get through it. I learned when I was going through some really difficult times, things where I was dreading, getting sick to the point of dreading. Nervous, stressful, physically sick, whatever it was, that I would get through the 24 hours until it was over, even if it didn't feel that way. It might be a doctor's appointment. It might be news from your doctor. It might be an appointment with a lawyer about something you're not wanting to go through. It could be a meeting at work that you're dreading. It could be a meeting with a family member that you're dreading. There's so many things. I can think of so many examples of times where I thought, I literally cannot get through this. I am stressed. I am nervous. I am sad. I'm physically ill. How am I ever going to get through this? What I began to realize, and I guess it hit me one day, probably about 24 hours before whatever it was supposed to happen. And I said to myself, in 24 hours, it will be over. And I guess somewhere in all that darkness, a little light shined in. And I thought, okay, it's not how do I get through what is happening, because that is what was overwhelming me. It was, how do I get through 24 hours? I've lived a lot of 24 hours. So I thought, how can I get through it? So what I began to do was break it down into chunks and watch time go through. An hour passed. Now I knew I'd be through it in 23 hours. Another hour would pass. I knew I was going to be through it in 22 hours. And so on and so on. And sometimes it was 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it was. But if I looked at it like that and knew that I had gotten through that amount of time many other times in my life, I might not like what was going to be on the other side, but it at least allowed me to realize I would get to the other side. Like I said, it shone a little bit of light in some very, very dark situations. So today, what I want to remind you of is 24 hours, you will get through it. Good talking with you.